All right, we fixed it. 5, 4, 3, 2, and transition.
Are we live?
We're live. We're on the
we're
internet.
Live. Yay, we're
on the internet. Hi, guys.
On the internet.
Yay. And this has been your daily technical issues
Yeah.
on Roll Call.
Hey, at least you guys can hear us. Hi, everybody, and welcome to Roll Call, where a group of friends sit around and play Dungeons & Dragons and make funny voices. As you may or may not know, I'm Thomas, Dorkside VO on the Twitters. I am your Dungeon Master. And we've got, hey, look at those cornies in chat. Yeah, if you guys didn't know, we got our Twitch emote finally approved. So if you're a subscriber, get those cornies in chat.
It looks so good.
Yay.
So before we get started with our very obvious, hey, thanks for the follow, Dungeons and Decibels.
Oh, that's so weird that happened.
That's so weird that happened right now.
Easy.
Before we get into the fact that we clearly have a special guest player tonight, we have a few announcements. Obviously, our 50 days to 50 subs is still going on. It is going to be drawing to a close very shortly. If we can get to 50 subs by February 13th, we will be raffling off a copy of Art and Arcana, a Dungeons & Dragons art and history book. But if we don't hit that mark by February 13th, still for every 5 subscribers we have, we will be raffling off a set of Kraken dice. So, if the corny emote wasn't what's the word I'm looking for? Incentive enough to subscribe. Obviously, hey, Cambridge, thanks for the follow. Funny, so weird how that happens.
So strange, as if almost as if I waited for this
Whoa.
moment.
That's weird, really weird.
Who is this guy? Wow.
Anyway,
He wants his shout out.
without
That's all I
I don't
want.
want to take up too much more time. Let's get into it.
Yes.
Why don't we go around the table and have everyone introduce themselves, starting with our special guest, Casey from Dungeons and Decibels. Casey,
Ooh,
why
me?
don't you tell everyone who you are and who you're playing tonight?
Well, my name is Casey. I am the DM of Dungeons and Decibels. I know I have some of my players in chat, so I say hi to them. Greetings to them. This evening, I will be playing my sorceress, Krista. She is a sorceress. She is half-elf. She's confused. Well, she will be confused. She's a wild magic sorceress, so she might not have full control of her powers, but she does what she can, and we'll see what happens.
Awesome. Let's move on to Jesse. Jesse, how you doing tonight? Who are you and who are you playing?
You are muted, Jesse.
Sorry, I am, and I am playing Brina tonight, a gnome bard, and yeah, I will have to mute sometimes because I'm watching a dog while it recovers from surgery, and if I'm downstairs, she doesn't have to wear the cone.
Poor doggo.
So, and the cone is
shame.
just sad. We don't need the cone.
Yeah.
All right.
That's
it. Nola, how are you doing tonight? Who are you and who are you playing?
I am doing good. I am playing Estelle, and she is a human cleric.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Chad, how are you? Who are you? Who are you playing?
I am doing good, thank you. My name is Chad. I am going to be playing a tiefling rogue by the name of Wit. I've loved this character, and I'm loving getting to know each and every one of the other characters involved and kind of seeing where he's growing and stuff. And this is super cool. I'm really glad to get back into doing this. Let's roll some dice, man. I'm ready to go.
And finally, Kai, how are you? Who are you? Who are you playing?
I am doing splendidly, and I am playing a human ranger, Isaac. And yeah, I'm looking forward to this as well.
Awesome. So, a little bit of refresher for those of you who didn't join us for our last episode. Last session, the party, well, half the party found themselves trapped in a dungeon beneath the inn, the Last of Spring. And the other half went in search of them, only to discover that they had been captured by a strange cannibalistic man who eventually turned into a lichen-like creature. The party fought valiantly. I think only Estelle fell unconscious at one point. Everyone else stayed up.
No, I don't think she
went
felt
down.
unconscious, but she was really low.
Yeah, I don't think
Okay.
anyone got knocked unconscious.
Nobody
I don't
got
think
nobody
anyone
got
got
knocked unconscious.
No.
Yeah.
They fought.
I'm
They
a good-
fought through
She's a
the.
good cleric, okay?
I
Estelle
thought-
is doing her
if
job.
I didn't make it.
They fought through the silence and the icy cold blade, and only to discover that this strange lichen creature was in fact Rold, the owner of the Last of Spring. He had somehow found this strange underground dungeon and been transformed by something. The party delved deeper, only to discover a secret chamber, which led to remnants of the Red Thorns, well, let's just say there are a terrible group that did terrible things to people and monstrous creatures a long time ago. They discovered a plethora of creatures still in captivity that had been experimented on, including a Kirin, whose name I completely forgot.
I believe it was like Ojang or something like that.
Yeah, I think it was Wu Jang, or yeah, it was Wu Jang. The Kirin informed the party that he had been a friend of the Vigilant King, the scion ruler of Rimmel, the kingdom to the south. In order to free him from his bonds, however, Isaac decided to partake in the Hunter's Bane, a concoction of alchemical items that changed him somehow and granted him abilities that were not so limited to his blood now being the key to breaking the lock. With the Kirin freed, Wu Jang took his leave and told the party that if they ever found themselves in the presence of the Vigilant King in Rimmel, to let him know of their what they had done there. And the party went their separate ways from the Kirin. And that's where we left off. So, you guys find yourselves going through these catacombs and eventually reaching the hot springs in the Last of Spring. You're battle-worn, little tired, but as you enter I suppose new innkeeper,
He doesn't know it yet.
says, "Oh well, you'll certainly look a little beat up. What happened?"
And we all just sit there in silence.
Sounds accurate.
Yeah, right.
Well, I still haven't heard from Rold.
It's a mess down there. I'm not going to go into detail, but he kind of like Wit is the first one to kind of walk to you, and like he puts a hand on the innkeeper's shoulder and kind of like, I don't think you'll be seeing Rold anytime soon, buddy. Just being honest.
Well, what are you talking about?
I'm not good with giving bad news to people. But I'm gonna. So here goes. Just rip it off. Rip it off, Wit. It's okay. Your buddy. He, well, there was a a secret passage, some more bloodshed, a lot of things that could have gone wrong. I'm just not going to go into gross, grotesque details. But needless to say, he's dead. Yep, said it. He's dead.
At this point, he notices Kai's eyes, and he says, "What did you do to him? What did you do to Rold?"
Hey, shit. Isaac, you want to take this?
I walk up, still looking down, kind of trying to cover my eyes a little bit, but like not like with anything, just by like looking down. Rolled turned into a some kind of monster. I don't know when the Rolled you knew died, but he was gone long before we arrived.
Make a persuasion check.
Oh, that was to GM.
Yeah,
Sorry.
it was whispered to me that he rolled the he rolled a 13. He kind of caves a little bit under the weight of this news and kind of falls against you. He says, "I don't know what I'll do. There's so much to get in order."
Off the couch. Off the couch.
First thing, I don't suppose you are looking for advice. But if I were you, first thing I would do is call the guard and get ready for prepare yourself for a heavy investigation, and then inform the guard, because he wasn't the only casualty down there. He was luring nobles, and nobles have a tendency to pay a lot of money to search for members of their family if they're missing.
Yes, of course. Thank you for this news. I'll have to deal with it, and I don't suppose you'll still be needing your rooms.
I don't think we should stay here any longer.
Right.
All right. If you'd like to avoid having to answer any questions, I suppose I could give you a head start before I contact the authorities.
Thank you. We all appreciate that. And I reach into my pocket and I drop 10 gold on the counter. This isn't much, but it should give you some kind of a start into a business that will definitely have to be shut down for a bit while the guards do their job.
I appreciate the kindness.
All right. 10 minutes and we'll be gone.
All right.
I gather my stuff and then wait by the front door.
Yeah, I think we all probably should head to our rooms and grab our things, pack up, because staying here is probably not a good idea.
Oh, and Cornelius, I have your bag, so don't freak out if it's missing.
Huh? What bag are you talking about?
Your bag, the one that was in your room?
Yeah, you had a bag.
You mean the one that was in the locked chest?
The chest, was it locked? I don't remember it being locked.
We opened it very easily.
You were missing. We were searching for you. That was just par for the course.
So you thought perhaps I locked myself in a chest?
Well, we thought it might have some clues to where you are.
It's exactly the way it was when you left it, I promise.
Well, I guess I can't be too bad at you. You did save my life, after all.
Yeah.
That was
And I give him, and I hand him his bag back.
Kind of shakes it. Sounds like it's all there.
It is.
Well, suppose we should all gather our things then, huh?
Yeah, I'll be up front.
I don't really have anything, so I'm gathered.
That's fair. The two vagabonds.
I am all here.
Wit's like, pat. Yeah, no, I'm set. I'm fine. I'm probably gonna wash off though.
You've got 8 minutes. Most of your time.
I'm gonna. Is there a trough around that I can just like rinse
Go
off?
back. There's a hot spring behind you.
Dude, the last time I went in that hot spring, Isaac,
I passed out.
I passed out.
You have
I
7
hit the
minutes
water.
to clean yourself off now.
There's a watering trough for horses outside.
Okay, I'll be back. And he kind of just goes back there and just cleans himself up. Comes back, hair slicked back with like the trough water, and like just kind of looks still disheveled, but at least a little bit more upkept. He's like, all right, that'll have to do for now.
Smells faintly of horses.
Yeah, I do. I mean, I think that's a aphrodisiac in some country. I don't know.
Yeah,
But
right.
Somewhere.
Somebody's fine with it.
Someone's like, oh my.
All right,
You
so
said
you all
faintly.
find yourselves gathered outside the last of spring, and Corny says, "Oh, I almost forgot. I retrieved what I came here for. So yeah, I guess this is goodbye."
Well, ain't nothing wrong with a job well done.
He kind of rummages through his belongings and pulls out what looks like an ostrich egg, but it is emerald green and slightly bigger than an ostrich egg.
That's a really big egg.
That's what you came here for?
Yeah. It's probably one of the largest emeralds in existence.
Oh. Okay.
Can I insight? 'Cause I kind of don't believe it's an emerald.
Sure.
That's an insanely big emerald.
Yeah.
And a perfectly round emerald. Like, nah, I'm going to insight. Let me see this.
I
15.
want it to be a dragon's egg, but I feel like you're going to tell me it's not.
Yeah, I want it to be a dragon's egg, but
Yeah, you're pretty like you have your doubts, but he seems sincere about the fact that it's an emerald.
Can I detect magic?
Sure, you can cast detect magic.
I am casting it
Okay.
in like a second.
So your eyes kind of go awash with the glittering arcane colors as you scan for magic items. The emerald does not appear magical. However, the sword that you guys pulled off of the lichen, off of Rolled, that Wit is currently holding is in fact magical.
Okay. Well, I'm not really getting anything off of this green not dragon egg, but they but this sword seems to have a little bit of magic in it.
I look down at the sword. Does it look to me like it's just like a normal sword?
Yeah, to you it looks like a normal sword.
Brina, it's a normal sword. Kind of.
Wit can make Wit can make an Arcana check if he likes.
I mean, I will. It's not going to be good, but I will.
Natural 20. Watch.
Oh God, if it is, I'm gonna no. Hopefully not. We'll see.
Yep.
Never mind. Natural 1.
Seems like a
Natural
normal sword.
one.
Seems like
a normal sword.
Yeah, this is such a normal sword, though. You can buy this for like $2.
I can steal it for nothing, but
I'm telling you, there's something more to this sword.
While you guys are all standing there mulling things over, I figure kind of comes bursting out of the bustling crowd on the streets. Short-furred tabaxi, which is a rare sight in Ren.
Indeed.
For those of you who know what an Abyssinian is, it's a breed of cat. Very short hair, kind of sandy colored, with black outlines on the inside of their ears and little tufts of fur on the top. He's wearing a kind of tattered leather suit of armor, and he says he kind of stumbles forward, and Isaac, you recognize this tabaxi, in fact, from your travels.
Do I?
This is someone that you have run into several times on the border between the hinterlands and Zaldan, as you've been on hunting expeditions. This tabaxi is a member of the Wild Wardens, and his name is Walking on Sunshine.
Walking on Sunshine?
So, do I
Is
call
that a
him...
translation, or is his name
Whoa.
literally Walking on
Do I call
Sunshine?
him Joaquin?
You can call him Joaquin, I guess, but yes, his name is Walking on Sunshine.
Nice.
And he says, Isaac, I'm glad that I have found you.
Joaquin? What the hell are you doing here?
I don't know how many times I have to tell you. My name is Walking, not Joaquin.
Okay.
That doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
What are you doing so far away from the border?
It is the Blight. I didn't come here looking for you. I came here looking for help. It just happens that I found you.
That always the way. So
It's
there's
taking over the hinterlands.
that far out? When did this start?
Recently. And the blighted creatures, they are not normal. I heard them speak about hunger.
Speak.
They don't normally speak.
That's that is disturbing. Okay. Is this the first place you've stopped for help? Did you come straight here? Did you have any pit stops? Contacted anyone else?
No, I figured the smaller towns on the outskirts couldn't handle such a task. I was coming here to request assistance from the Queen.
So you have a way to get an audience with the queen, or did you just plan to show up on her doorstep?
I hadn't really thought that through yet.
Quite a plan you got.
I never claimed to be a planner.
Fair enough. All right. Well, the best I can do is send a letter to the academy, let them know of your predicament.
That will take too long. We need help now. You are a fierce warrior. I have seen you.
I can go myself, but I can't guarantee anything. I guess I can go and take a look, but that's all I'll promise.
What about your
Assuming-
friends? You clearly have some friends.
I will talk it over with them. I do not claim to speak for any of them, but
It's about this point that a figure begins to materialize in the center of this conversation. Seemingly out of thin air. Before you stands... Let me find the description. A young woman who is tan of skin, clearly of some elven descent, with bright blue eyes and shock white hair that is tied up in a ponytail. She is wearing a red dress with an ornate necklace of some kind in the form of cogs and gears. Her skin has faint light blue tattoos or tattoo-like markings that cover her face and the rest of her body.
Finbar, go now. What? Oh, hello. Sorry. I'm sorry. Hi, my name is Krista. This happened again. I'm so sorry to interrupt. Don't mind me. I'm just going to stand here, but just pretend like nothing happened. Oh, you have wolf eyes. That's very cool. That's interesting. I've never seen that before.
Thanks for reminding me. I'm caught between a lot of things right now.
I know the feeling.
Okay, Walken, I will mull it over with my compatriots, and I will try to head over there as soon as possible. Okay? I take out a map. Where? And I just...
He pulls a piece, like a piece of charcoal from his pocket, and just makes a big circle. It's the entire western border of Zaldin through the Theragold Mountains and west into the hinterlands.
Krista will be looking leaning completely over, looking at this map with you guys, like, where are we?
We are in Rem. Oh, okay. And where should I go? Where are the wardens? Will I get assistance, or do you expect me to just sweep the mountainside by myself?
I will go ahead. I will scout and try to clear as much as I can to give you a path. I will inform the wardens that you are coming.
And knowing them, they'll find us.
That is likely. We are everywhere.
All right. Well, I'll try to head over there as soon as possible.
Kind of grabs your shoulder tightly, not like painfully, but just with urgency. He says, Isaac, this is important. If the blight is allowed to
I'm sorry, Blight? Sorry, don't mean to interrupt, sorry.
If the blight is allowed to spread, it will infect everything.
I'm aware. This is my job, and I will do it.
Can I interject for like half a second? Can you hear me, Tom?
Yeah, I can hear you. Go
Okay.
ahead.
The reason I keep getting up, there's like a minor dog emergency. I have to take him to the ER vet, actually.
Oh no.
So I have to go. But I might be back in time.
Okay.
Who knows?
Cool.
But his like stitches are opening up and he's like bleeding, so I gotta go.
Okay. Go. Get the
Okay,
doggo.
go.
Get the doggo to the
Hey,
vet.
doggy.
Okay, bye.
Bye. And then Brina, all of a sudden, just darts down.
I gotta
Really just
go.
starts dematerializing. It's so weird.
I know, it's crazy.
All right, everyone, let's find a place to sit down. This has been a hell of a day, and I now have a proposition for all of you. Cornelius,
That is a corn person.
I'm
sorry.
I'm not actually made of corn. It's just if I feel like you have some sort of outside knowledge of the goings on in our lives, because they do definitely make a lot of corn jokes, but I'm not actually a corn person.
I've just never heard the name Cornelius. It must mean something.
Perhaps we should
And
try
that
to
everything is
address
messed up.
our friend. Hello.
Is that nice of you? Hi.
Who are you? Where are you from?
My name is Krista. I am from Zaraxin. I don't really know when I am right now, but I would love to help you now that seeing we are friends. So there's Isaac, and you are?
Estelle. Where did you say you were from again? I don't think I've ever heard of it.
The continent of Zaraxin. I'm from the southern half. I don't think anything is going to make sense to you right now. But that's okay. I can just hang out for a little bit, and we can. What is this blight you're talking about?
it's a Please.
Well, it's I almost want to say it's some kind of plague that corrupts living creatures into horrible monsters, or it makes them very sick, or it's quite terrible.
This sounds very familiar to me, and it makes me very cautious that this might be spreading. So where are we? Ren, you said?
Yes.
Yes, in the kingdom of Zaldin.
Okay, this is all news to me. I have to write this down for later. But where I'm from, there is something going on with one of my friends. He seems to have some sort of infection or something that we're trying to figure out why it's happening, while we're trying to stop it. So it makes me nervous that this is happening elsewhere too. So if we could maybe investigate this, I can join you, friend? Yes?
Oh, sure, if you'd like.
I can be very very much assistance if you would have me.
I suppose I don't mind.
Oh, what's your name? Pointing to
He's been quiet for a very long time. Wit's just been sort of sitting in the back like, I thought I was getting paid, and then this happens. Okay, well, he watches Brina run off, not telling him where she's going, as usual. And then he looks to Isaac. You seem to make a lot of friends here, buddy. I'm going to be honest. Everywhere we've gone now, there have been friends who have popped up.
Krista will say in Infernal, friend? I have a friend named Whitethread. He taught me some few words here and there.
In Infernal, he says, you can understand me?
Well, I mean, not every single word back in Infernal to you, but I got the basics.
Uh-huh. Okay, then. This is new. Yeah,
And
so...
your name was again?
Yeah, I figured. Name's Wit. Nice to meet you.
Krista takes her hand
Krista.
and like kind of curtsies.
Yeah. I'm okay with it. Because at least now I can talk to her and say horrible things behind your backs and nobody will know.
You have someone new to gossip with.
I do. Other than that, as long as she doesn't backstab me, I think I'm okay. Besides, now that Brina's
backstab anybody.
now that Brina's gone, I'm gonna need a backup, and yeah,
Sure,
I think
she'll
it'll
be
be-
back.
I hope so. Otherwise, I gotta track her down. That's gonna be tough.
All right.
Corny.
Yeah, Cornelius, I think it's time we receive the wages we were promised.
Oh yes, of course. How foolish of me. Yes, let me just retrieve those. The agreed upon sum, and he reaches into the bag and pulls out 4 separate bags. Each with the agreed upon payment.
All right. Perfect.
I gotta say, it's kind of bittersweet. I was kind of starting to like you guys, and well, that little adventure into the catacombs beneath the inn was really rather exciting.
Exciting. You almost died.
Well, yeah, but I also burnt the heck out of that dog creature.
I'm gonna ask, Corny, just a small little thing. I like you. I do. I think over time we've become friends. I'd like to say that now. Yep, I'm gonna say it. It's gonna be out there now. Would you, just throwing this out there, risking life and limb, would you like to join us on this little, eradication, investigation, annihilation, I don't know, of
Yes.
the Blight?
Yes, I would. Very much.
It's quicker than I expected.
Now, your being on board was quicker than I expected as well. I thought I was going to have to convince you, but okay.
You do know that means we're going to be in probably perilous danger multiple times over. We're probably going to be caught by multiple people. And there's gonna probably be bigger monsters than what you saw down there in that catacomb, right?
And they will not be behind cages.
I'm good with that. I've learned to defend myself, and he's going to shoot a firebolt.
Oh no. Oh no.
Pretty expertly hitting the cinders of a small fire that has been built outside of one of the general stores to keep patrons cool, and the fire kind of roars up and then dies down pretty quickly.
Jeez, Cornelius, don't go casting spells in the middle of light.
Okay, buddy. The first thing about being in a party, okay, like this, subtlety, buddy. Subtlety. No blowing things up.
Looking around for any guards that might have...
Right. Yeah, of course. I forgot. Stupid. Sorry.
Okay.
So, Krista, right? That's your name?
That's me. Hello.
Hi.
Actually done, by the way. I can do that too. And she also casts a quick firebolt. Can I play?
Yeah. Let's see how she does. Go
How
ahead.
do you cast at a first level? Or not first level?
Yeah, you should
At a
just be able to click it in your character sheet and it'll roll for you. No, the on the core page. Click it on the core page and it should roll for you. It worked before when I did it.
Yeah.
There you go. All right. Yeah, I'll say you're not really aiming for anything in particular. You're just kind of winging it. It kind of ricochets off of a lamppost nearby and ends up extinguishing itself in a small fountain that's nearby.
Are we not allowed to use magic here? I should have asked before then. Sorry.
It's not recommended.
It's not that. It's just.
In the middle of the street, anyway. No, I
And then-
don't think it's a good idea.
Noted.
Wit looks over to Estelle and then to Corny and look between the two. How do I put this? Between the two contracts that we have going on, I don't think bringing up a bunch of notice to ourselves would be a good idea, right, Isaac?
I would agree.
Right. I was about to suggest the same thing.
All right. So, unless anyone has anything, any better ideas,
Well, Corny, what did you need? You were saying something?
Oh no, I was just introducing myself. I figured I should officially introduce myself. Cornelius Hedge. Pleasure to meet you. And
what am I looking at, by the way?
You're looking at a very meek human figure with kind of a tuft of hair that kind of pokes out from underneath his hood. He's pretty much your like any nondescript human would be. Like he's a normal guy, a regular everyday normal guy.
Very basic.
Yeah.
Interesting. Doesn't look
Yeah.
like corn at all. Understood.
Doesn't look like corn at all.
Yeah.
Or although he probably looks more like the emote now than he did when I originally came up with him.
Yeah.
But yeah. All right.
Perfect.
So, you guys heading out now, or are you guys?
Unless anyone has any better ideas, I recommend we leave this city immediately. I just have one stop, and that's to get a cloak. It's gonna get cold in the mountains. I mean, it could be. I don't know how far we're gonna need to go in, but better to be prepared.
I agree. I mean, if we're heading into the mountains, we definitely need to be prepared, especially for weather.
Okay, let's make a quick stop at some kind of general goods store and pick ourselves up some warm clothes.
I probably need those too.
Perfect.
All right.
All right. I
Let's
guess we-
go shopping. And then
Yes.
shopping montage
Yeah,
begins.
shopping montage.
It's simple enough. You guys make your way to a general goods store. You are able to purchase winter clothing. It runs you total for everybody. Let's say 5 silver.
Okay.
Okay. How much did we get from Cornelius each, by the way?
1,000 each.
Everyone gets
One-
1,000 each? I thought
yeah.
it was split.
No, it was 1,000 gold pieces each.
Holy cow. Rolling.
Mhm.
Okay.
And also,
Silver. Psh, okay.
yeah. Also
And
during
you're
that
heading
time.
and you're heading out into the wilderness where it means nothing.
Yeah. So,
Right.
right, like sometime during this
Their
montage.
bank, we can drop our money
Yeah,
off at.
Sometime during this montage, I also write a few letters and then quickly send off some packages before I head out again.
Okay.
Yeah, I think that Wit would take the opportunity to maybe get some maybe thicker leathers if possible while he's out there. Nothing too dense, but something that will definitely withhold and withstand possible beast tears through flesh, things like that, because he's not super hardy, and I wanna stout myself before going out into the wilds and possibly getting blight battered to death.
Blight battered to death.
Yeah,
All
right.
Naturally.
So you said you're looking for some better armor. Is that what you said?
Yes.
Okay. What are you currently wearing?
I think I'm just wearing the basic leathers that come with your typical rogue package.
Okay.
My DC is 15 right now, or the AC is 15 with my upgrade.
Yeah, it
You
looks
should
like you're
get
looks
mithril
like you're
armor if you
yeah, it
can.
looks like you're just wearing regular leather. I
Yeah.
don't think rogues can wear. I think rogues can only wear light armor. So
Yeah,
the
but
heaviest
any
the
light
heaviest
armors-
the heaviest you can get is studded leather armor, which is easy enough to find here in the city.
Okay.
You make your way to a leather worker who has a few suits of not standard armor that are not like fancy. If you wanted something special, like custom commissioned, then it would take some time. But if you're just looking for a quick suit of armor, you can find that pretty easily for. Looking up prices.
Shopping episode.
Right?
You don't have it memorized? What?
No, I don't have it memorized. In fact, it's not even in the compendium. I'd have to open up my PHP. Anybody got their PHP handy?
I do, sir. Give me 1 second.
Okay.
No! My light fell over. Hit me. Well, while we figure out the price of that, once you figure out the price for it, Chad, you can just mark off the cost from your coin.
And I PM'd you the details of the letters.
Okay.
Actually, as I recall, I don't believe Estelle has ever officially made a contract with Brina and Wit.
25 gold pieces, by the way.
25, you said?
Sorry, it's 45.
45.
45.
There you go. All right,
Yeah.
45 gold pieces. Thank you, Casey.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Estelle, Brina, and Wit have never actually officially made a contract with each other. I think Wit just assumes that they also have the same contract that Isaac has.
Yeah, so just keep going.
Yeah, so I mean, it's free protection. Apparently, it's free guards with no pay.
He just assumes
Right.
because they were like,
Yeah.
"Oh yeah, so you're hired on? Oh, I guess that means I'm hired on too." Sounds good.
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly. And
Sounds
Estelle
good.
is like, no, that's not how that works.
It's okay. You're still paying.
All right. Well, you guys have quite the trek ahead of you as you make your way west from Ren to the border of the hinterlands. As you're traveling along, you eventually come across a river. Slow moving, but blackened, almost like as black as the night sky. And let me move you guys over so that all of you can see.
Oh snap! That's a map.
That is a map. Let's drop some tokens.
Oh snap!
Yeah.
I'm getting that feeling where you walk into like this big open area in like the video games, and you just got a bunch of healing items, and you're like, I wonder what's about to happen.
I wonder
Yeah,
why.
right.
Where's the save spot, please?
Like, wow, there's like all these potions and healing and fairies and all this healing. And it's quiet and peaceful here. Then there's this gigantic door here.
Yeah, so while I get tokens situated, why don't you guys
Fits
figure
perfectly in this door. Krista's going to turn to Estelle, who seemed to be interested to talk. She seemed interested to talk to her, so she will say, "So, what is the nature of this group that I find myself in? Do you guys have a name? Do you guys have any sort of way you guys found each other? What is? I'm very curious."
Oh, wait, I don't believe our group has a name. We are simply traveling together. I suppose we found each other. Well, first, I found Isaac, and it's kind of a long story, but essentially I have hired Isaac to be my guard until my situation back home has been resolved. And then while we were traveling, we met Brina and Wit and Cornelius as they were fighting a blighted creature.
So you
And
have
then-
experienced this blight before then? Not this is not the first time?
No. Actually, Isaac had the blight for a short time.
You had this blight? You had it once and it is no longer with you?
Well,
Trying to-
we had it cured by a priestess.
That is
Sure.
correct.
Interesting. As far as we are concerned, Maria hasn't been able to heal any of us from this blight or anything we've run into. But tell me more. What was it like? Did you feel filled with anger? Did you feel any sort of rage?
It was, this, for reference, this was not the first time I had contracted something like this, but, in essence, part of my training is needing to, prepare for blight contraction, and as such, the side effects are a lot more lessened on me, and I treated it early. But it's akin to having your blood boil. And I guess your veins start to tense up and pop out of your arms, and soon it starts to manifest itself visually into your blood vessels as blackened, like black as ink.
Interesting.
And-
I have a friend who has it, and we're referring to it now as malice. It seems that
Malice.
it like takes over his form, and there's like red, almost blood-like symptoms, and like almost dripping from his skin. It's really horrible to watch, but eventually we're trying to figure out a way to get rid of it for him. No healing seems to be working on it religious wise, but this sounds awful as well.
Where did you say you were from?
It is a continent called Zaraxin. There's eastern half, there's western half. They don't like each other. And I just met my friend Finbar way back in the day, and he seems to have some sort of issue, like I said. And we're searching to find out why he has this and what people are planning to use it for.
Tom, do I know of Zaraxon?
Does Tom know about Zaraxin?
You haven't heard of this place ever. You have no clue what Krista is talking about.
Same.
Forgive me, friend, but I can't say I've heard of where you're from, and you did just sort of appear. So, do you just appear places often?
Yes, this seems to happen a few times every now and then. I've been gifted with magic from a don't mean to sound too modest, but some sort of demigod. And I don't really have control over it yet. So sometimes when I use certain spells, I may or may not teleport between time and universes and such. So I know it sounds really crazy. Trust me, I know. I've been through this 3 times now. But
Definitely sounds exhausting.
that's one word you could use for it, yes. I mean, right before I saw your face, I was fighting a minotaur. So imagine my surprise when you have wolf eyes.
I kind of pulls the cloak up.
Oh, you don't need to hide. I don't mean to offend. It's very interesting.
This is a new development.
Was it some sort of curse or some sort of magic?
I guess you could say it's a bit of both.
I know the feeling. I don't mean to press. My apologies.
No, it's fine. This is just...
You don't seem too content with it, though. Is this something that you want?
I mean, I guess I haven't figured that out yet. I'm, to be honest, it doesn't exactly... I haven't felt the same since I changed. My body feels like it's like it's on fire, and I don't know. I feel like there's a way to draw it out, but I haven't figured it out yet.
No, we've figured out ways to kind of slow this progression in Finbar. Usually, whenever he acts out, we just have to knock him out unconscious. So I don't mean to do that to you, but have you tried that?
No, I have not. But but thank you. Humor is a wonderful gift in this world.
He just smiles and trotting along with the rest of you.
Hey, Wit, you could learn a thing or two by this guy's comedic timing. Well, this lady's. Sorry, I'm sorry.
Ladies.
Yeah. This woman's comedic timing.
Huh. Well, I mean, it'll be nice to see what you can do out there.
I would love to show you. What do you do out there? Do you have proficiency with anything?
Define proficiency.
Anything?
Mostly,
like to-
I just throw myself at situations and just make things happen. Usually,
I do
mean,
that with magic or daggers.
Daggers. And he like plays. He like, as you say this, he like flicks a short sword out of his hand, out of his pocket or out of a sheath, and like kind of flips it around. Really, that's interesting because I also do that.
Hey,
You also use daggers.
From time to time, yeah.
Wit, I
When I
have a
need to.
question for you.
Yes.
In the time that you all have been traveling, would you say that your interest would have been piqued by the fact that Brina said that the sword was magic?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. Would you say that you might have attuned to it?
Probably so, yeah. Just because in the back of his head, his head, he's like, she said it was magic. She said it was magic. I
Well,
trust.
then I
Don't
will
believe
I will
what she
inform you that after attuning to it, you learn that the sword's name is Hush,
Ooh.
and that it is a +1 short sword, and that while you are attuned to it, it allows you to cast the silence spell once per day.
Very cool. I like it.
That is ridiculous.
I'm not gonna do it now, but I
That's
like it.
really great if you're a thief.
Oh,
Oh my!
Oh,
Yo,
How
yeah.
convenient. How convenient that
So-
Wit is a thief.
it's short sword. Wait, he says so. It's the short sword +1,
Mm-hmm.
And it has a free silence spell.
+1.
For
Silence.
for a rogue, that's insane.
Yeah.
Once a day, too.
Oh heck yeah, that's awesome. Okay, cool. I'm writing that down, making sure I have it. I'll put it in my book in a little bit. But yeah. I'm excited
Hey,
for that.
You were flicking around a short sword.
I was just flicking around the short sword, and then all of a sudden, like, my hand stops on it because it's this short sword. It is this short sword, and he stops it, and looks at it, and he's like, "In good time, I'll use you, buddy. Okay, in good time, not now." And he like,
like, is Wit whispering to the
I think he
sword?
might be.
Yeah, I think he is. That's a little odd.
Wit, are you feeling all right?
What? Yeah. I'm totally fine. Everything's great. Everything is fantastic.
You were whispering to the sword.
I don't know what you're talking about. I really don't.
Do I believe him?
Doesn't. I mean, just doesn't
Yeah.
everybody talk to their weapons? Doesn't everybody?
Do I
Everybody.
believe him?
Not normally.
I don't know. Is Wit actively trying to deceive the
I
party?
think Wit would be trying to like play it off as like, I didn't do that.
Okay,
Lie.
so then go ahead and roll a deception check, Wit, and everyone
Yeah.
else can roll insight.
All right. Not very great, actually.
So Krista
I'm not
for
sure
sure.
why I keep using 2 die. Is that on purpose? What is happening?
It's set to automatically roll it with advantage. It just saves you the trouble of toggling advantage on and off. So If you're
You just use the
rolling
first one.
regularly, you use the first number. If you're rolling with advantage or disadvantage, you use the higher or lower number.
Interesting. Very cool. Proceed.
All right, yeah. So Krista for sure believes that she probably heard like some like wood scraping together or something. I'm not quite sure what Krista's experience with the wilderness is, but you just kind of attribute it to some wilderness thing that you heard.
Probably.
Estelle is skeptical about Wit's claims that he was not
Sanity.
whispering to the sword.
All right, then. I suppose it doesn't really matter. And all this time, I assume we're just continuing, like, walking forward. Are we at the point where we should have been moving our tokens forward as we're talking?
Oh no, I just assumed this was conversation that while you guys were traveling.
Yeah.
Eventually, however, you come across a river, slow moving and dark black like the night.
Everyone good on water?
Well, this water does not look normal.
Well, with enough treatment, generally, and I go over to the shore. You can generally fix that with a little bit of boiling and maybe some filters, and I look at the water. Does it seem fine?
As you peer into the water, you feel like the water is looking back at you. It's a strange sensation. There's no reflection. You do not see a reflection, but you can feel a presence in the water.
I take a step back. Do not disturb the water.
Yeah, I'm like,
Wink, wink. I go back at the head of the group. There's something wrong with that river.
as we could probably tell, it does not look normal. But what are we supposed to do? I mean, we need to cross it somehow, and I do not see a bridge.
Do we need to cross it?
I mean, your destination lies on the other side, so yeah. Unless you want to try walking the length of the river.
Yeah. How
And-
deep is it?
It's probably 4 or 5 feet deep. It's
4
not
or
deep.
5.
It's not deep, and it's not fast moving. But it is.
Does any point seem like it's shallower or deeper? Or
No, but you do know that there are these 2 large stones on either side of this little island in the center that could make for some easy crossing.
Whoop. I'm going to do that. How? So that stone's 5 foot jumps. That's around like a 7 foot jump each time. That's quite a leap.
Yeah,
no,
that's
it's a
like
5
running start.
It's a
Yeah.
5-foot jump.
Okay.
Are these stones rounded, or are they like kind of flat, or just oblong shape?
Yeah, you don't want to trip and fall in the river.
You know that they look almost like half spheres or like hemispheres that are just sticking up
Okay.
out of the water.
All right.
Book.
Okay. I take out some rope. Could someone help me tie this around my waist? It's a little hard to do with one arm.
I could help.
Thank you. I appreciate that. And I tie it around my waist. Me and water don't go well together. So I guess I'll try to go first, just yank if I fall in or if something happens, and this seems to be the best route, jumping from rock to rock.
I am not going to be able to hold him if anybody wants to help with that.
I mean, I think we all should help. Um,
I got you.
Okay. All right. Thank you. I appreciate that. And I guess I'll try to leap to the rock.
Okay. With a running start, what's your strength score?
My strength score, it's -1.
wow,
You
really?
haven't. So
You
you
have a strength
haven't.
of
So you
8?
have an 8 or a 9 for strength.
Yeah, yes, I have an 8.
Okay.
Wow, I thought it was higher.
Man,
Estelle stronger than you?
Damn, Wit is stronger than you, man.
I'm also
How
missing
is
an
that?
arm.
He's also one
Oh,
armed.
that's true.
I think
You're also-
Brina's stronger than you.
You have one arm?
Yeah,
Yeah.
he has only one arm.
Oh yeah, he only has one arm.
Noted.
But you know, I actually now I'm thinking about it. Maybe that does make sense. You know, having an 8, only having one arm, that's pretty good.
And that must be
Not bad.
one strong arm.
Yeah, that's a really strong arm.
Grab
Okay.
a good arm.
Now that we've established why my strength score is the way it is, I leap.
Yeah, with a running start, you're able to clear the 5 feet to the rock easily.
All right. All right. Okay, that's 15 feet. All right, and then I try to bound to the middle island.
Okay. This one's going to be a little bit tougher. Go ahead and make an athletics check to jump, because the rock is covered with moss.
All right.
All right. Yeah, that's good enough. You bound across and make your way onto the center island.
All right, and then I land, and then I take a few steps forwards. All right, who's next?
And as you say that, the rock begins to move. The one that you just jumped onto.
Of course.
Isaac, you seeing this? You did that, right? That's you. This is you,
No.
right?
And I
in its
I draw my gun.
You see a large mollusk-like creature as tendrils begin to jut out from its mouth. It looks at you with anger and intent and cries out as the other rock behind you also turns into one of these creatures.
Oh, good.
And that's where we're going to take a short break.
All
The
right.
clams.
Fantastic.
Oh no.
That's
The clam
wonderful.
monsters are gonna get us.
Not the clam.
Clam
Not
you!
the clams.
Coordinated.
Give me the clams.
Give him the clams.
Give him the clamps! All right, guys. So yeah, we're gonna take a quick break, refresh our drinks, do human things that are required of us, and
Required.
Have we rested by this point?
oh yeah, you would have for sure
I would
taken
have
a
assumed
Okay,
that, like,
'cause I was like,
our shopping montage is
my
considered.
spell slots are not looking good right
yeah,
now.
you would have for sure taken a long rest. This is about 2 days into your travel westward.
Nice. Okay.
Okay,
cool.
because I'm like, it sounds
Oh,
like
wow.
it's all happening in the same day, and I'm like,
Yep.
girl needs to sleep.
Yeah.
Beauty rest.
Yes.
All right, guys, we will be right back, and then we'll see what happens with these weird mollusk creatures and
All
the
right.
Black River.
Clams.
Clams.
Yeah.
And we are away.
Okay.
I
be
just
right back.
thought, I just thought that, or I just remembered Estelle's original reason why she wanted to go to the city. And she just forgot.
Yeah.
What was that?
I literally, I don't know, like the moment we said, okay, so we start heading for the mountains and we start
Yes, we have microphones. Hi, everybody, we're back.
Greetings.
And I remembered to go off of studio mode. So here we are. Ready to do the darn thing. So without further ado, I would like everyone to roll initiative, please.
Of course.
Oh, what?
Naturally.
Ah. I keep forgetting to select my token before I roll. Ugh.
Don't worry, I'll fix it.
Yeah, okay.
That's why they have the thing to add a turn.
Mm-hmm. Here, I can write mine in, actually. 21. There we go. Okay, now we gotta fight whatever the heck that is.
They're clams. They got the clams.
How do I
I never thought we would have to fight killer oysters, but
So, Casey, you're gonna click on open your character sheet first. You're gonna find the initiative box and then just click the word initiative. But before you click initiative, click on your token so that it assigns the roll to your token. And I'll roll initiative for our crab people.
I'm looking at the clip that was made just before we cut off, and I look so animated there. You know, everyone must be wondering what in the world I was talking about. The audio wasn't on, but you know what?
Man, 321s?
Yeah.
Jesus
Whoa.
Christ.
That's crazy.
We're so on
to be
top of
fair-
this, everybody.
That
Oh,
first one was 12.
Let's get some decks, I guess.
those
Yeah.
Let's get some
those
decks.
clams did not even phase us, guys. I think we're good.
Yeah.
All right.
clams?
Let's get some battle music going then. All right. So descending order. Starting out. Well, actually, what's everyone's dexterity scores, because
That might determine.
that might determine some
Mine's a
things.
+3.
Mine's a +2.
Mine's a +4.
Okay. So,
Okay.
So Wit,
Wow.
Krista, and then Estelle. Wit, you're first to act.
Yeah, okay, sweet. I think at this point, Wit sees this giant thing like hurl out of the water, kind of flipping over.
Are you holding the rope? Are you still?
I am still holding the rope. I was holding the rope. And now that it's like lurched forward from my hands as this thing kind of like rolls its belly over and like shows its maw, I'm letting go of that rope. You know? And I look at Isaac and I'm like, what am I supposed to do now?
And then Isaac looks like he's about ready to jump in the water. About to go back towards you.
I gotta come save you then, I guess. So
you have the rope.
I have the rope.
Yeah. So
but-
I look like he looks like he's about ready to jump back towards you.
Yeah. I think at this point he's gonna try and is there anything on I'm looking at the map right now. Is there any way I can maybe like sneak around on this side of the water here? Right? Like this piece right here. Can I sneak around without like causing myself possible future damage? Like I'm seeing endless maw versus possible sneak. What do you think, Thomas? What do you think?
Oh, Jesse, I didn't roll for Brina. We're pretending like she's not here. Sorry, I forgot to move her away from the rest of the group.
She's just off in the woods, you know.
Yeah, she's just off in the woods doing
Running
everything.
around.
Yeah, you're fully capable of moving through the marshy area that's not fully lake-like, but I mean, do you want to do that?
I mean, I'm about self-preservation, man, and I'm not really about stabbing them in the face where they could possibly drag me underwater, but
Well, you do have a short bow.
I do have a short bow. I think that's what he's going to do, though. He's not going to get in. He's definitely going to be. He's going to step out of range, right? Probably further down the way. He's going to bring that rope back. I know that if it was tied to Isaac, Isaac may have either we cut it, or he's going to draw out. He's going to just kind of drop the rope, move a couple of steps to the left, and then he's going to take out a short bow and try to take a pop shot at it and go from there. But definitely going to keep his distance from far away and not go head on. Hopefully this works, guys.
A 16, unfortunately, as the arrow makes contact with this tough exterior shell, it just shatters against the exoskeleton of this mollusk.
Well, that didn't work. New plan.
Well, you do have that fancy +1 short sword, nudge, nudge, named Hush.
You think I want to use that on this thing and lose it?
Yeah, you're right.
You have a little bit more movement in your bonus action if you like.
Yeah, so I think I will move. I'm going to try and at least move to this little rock here. Not get in the water, but see if I can just kind of mosey my way to just standing on this little rock here.
It's going to be rather precarious. I'm going to ask you to make an acrobatics check to maintain
that
balance.
is perfectly fine. I can do that. Hopefully it doesn't screw me up.
Oh yeah, you're fine. You're Daniel San practicing his crane kicks right now. All right, so that's gonna end your turn, and you do have a bonus action if you would like to use it.
What do I have for bonus action that I can do?
You have your fancy mastermind rogue thing, bonus action help.
I will think I will use that, and I will use that on. I'll probably use that on Krista, since she was probably the closest to me.
Just a reminder, you choose the creature that is going to be attacked, and then you grant advantage.
Okay, so I'm assuming. Oh, then yeah. If that's the case, then I'm going to go with Isaac, because it looks like they're going to draw aggro on Isaac. Well, unless they draw aggro on me.
Okay. Do you want to pick this creature or the other creature?
Yeah, it's
you select the creature.
You select the creature.
You select the creature, yeah.
I'm going to select the creature in front.
Unless you want the creatures to have advantage on Isaac.
You can't get that one over there. So
we'll go with the one right in front of me then.
Okay.
Yeah,
so you start yelling, trying to draw aggro from this creature right here. That's going to bring us to Krista.
Perfect. So Krista will
still holding the rope, by the way.
Still hold the rope. There's nothing to tie the rope to, right?
You're just holding it, and there's around like the 25 feet of like rolled up rope still on the shore.
Okay. She will probably back up to Estelle and Cornelius. There we go. I had to remember I didn't want my measuring stick on. Kind of like leave the rope there is for any of them to grab it if they want, and then cast magic missile on the further clam.
All right.
Great. 3.
You've got two more missiles. Go ahead and roll.
Oh, you get to do them. Okay, cool.
Yeah, magic missile you cast multiple times.
Mm-hmm.
Another 3.
3. Perfect.
Another
9 points of threes. Yeah. The what is
and you get an additional.
You were rolling a d4. That's why.
So.
Yeah, that's what you.
Am I supposed to?
No, that you.
I thought that was rolling to hit first.
No. Magic missile.
Magic missile always hits.
Mm-hmm. Okay, great.
It just works.
Great.
Mm-hmm.
So
it just.
Yeah. Let's. So, for starters, describe for me what your magic missiles look like, Krista. You are muted.
I am. You're welcome. She actually kind of picks up one of her daggers and it begins to like kind of spin in her hand, and then it looks like she throws it, and 3 daggers throw from her hand, but her dagger that she's holding is still in her hand.
Okay, yeah. And those 3 daggers make contact with the shell of this creature, and with the considerable force of a magic missile. You watch as the shell kind of spiderwebs a little bit as it begins to crack. Also, because you cast a spell of first level and you're a wild magic sorcerer, I'd like you to roll a wild magic surge for me and let me know what happens.
100, isn't it?
Everyone's hair turns
D100.
purple.
Ooh, leg cramp.
Oh man, wild surge is always fun.
I love wild magic.
Slash
I did
slash
that.
slash
Well, it's
roll.
Slash.
/R. Yeah.
Slash roll slash R.
There we go.
Wow.
16.
And 16.
All right. What is 16?
I have them all here. Let me find it real quick.
Sure.
For the next minute, you regain 5 hit points at the start of each turn.
Well, isn't that dandy?
Wow.
That's pretty neat.
So, I'm gonna say because of the basis of your powers, I think what actually happens is you kind of feel this regenerative surge coming through your body as your body starts to like. I'm trying to think of how
speed up.
Yeah, it's like regressing in sync with time. So your cells are becoming younger, but your actual physical body isn't changing. It's just like they're like your body is just regenerating because.
How do you think I look so young?
Yeah, a time flux. All right. So that's a thing.
That's a thing that happened.
You have a bonus action if you have anything to do that you'd like to use it for.
I think I'm going to hold on to that for now. I mean, I can't use it later, but I'm going to pass on the bonus action.
All right, that's going to bring us to Estelle.
All right. So she is going to cast Shield of Faith on herself. That is a bonus action. So her AC will go up by 2, and then she will use Toll the Dead.
Okay.
And it's just a 1.
All right, it's got to make a Wisdom save. Which one are you targeting? It's within
The one
60
closest.
feet,
The
so
one
it's-
closest. Yeah.
Is that the closest you get in range? Can you reach the other one? Is it like a different damage number if it's already been damaged?
Yes.
It doesn't matter. Though, 'cause
So
she
I
rolled
have the
one.
range to hit both, but I mean it's a 1
She
either
rolled
way.
she rolled a 1.
I
either
rolled
way.
2 1s in a row
Oh wow.
on 2 different dice.
All right. Yeah, it definitely fails. So I'll give you the option if you want to target the one that's already damaged or not.
Oh wait, is the one closest not damaged?
The one closest to you has not been damaged yet. No.
Oh, I
I
thought
hit
it
the
was supposed to
further
be the
one.
one further away.
Yeah,
I hit the further one to help Isaac if in case that one was going to...
Oh, okay, because I'm like, I wanted the one that was damaged, but either way, it's still 1. So
So we'll say it affects the one that's damaged.
yeah.
So Estelle kind of what does it look like when you cast Toll the Dead again?
It almost kind of like, I don't know, it's kind of like a black fog kind of envelops her hand, and then you just hear almost kind of like a ringing sound, and it Yeah, and the creature
Yeah,
will
so-
will cure it. Well, at least it'll hurt the creature.
What I imagine happens. Sorry, guys, I have a really bad leg cramp that I'm trying to get rid of. So
Oh, okay.
I'm like going off camera and stuff. But what I imagine happens is this fog envelops your hand, and you and the creature only hear this like funeral dirge, like the final tone as a creature is being lowered into the ground at their funeral, and the strange mollusk creature, having no concept of humanoid burials, still feels a little disheartened and is hurt for 1 point of necrotic damage.
Yeah, I imagine like just one of those like, you know, those gigantic like Liberty bells, just like almost like a gong from that bell, that hurts the creature. You know? Okay.
Okay, that's going to bring us to our first mollusk creature. As it slurps out of the mud and grime in this riverbed and shambles forward, it is going to attempt to lash out at you with 2 tendrils.
Slorpy.
That is not good. That is an 8, Isaac. I don't believe hits.
Nope.
And that is a 13, which I also don't believe hits. So, still getting its bearings as it
My armor class is 13.
Your armor class is 13? Really?
Yep.
Wow, I should have cast Shield of Faith on you. I didn't think it was that low.
All right. Well, in that case,
Oh well. Too late. I'm not
Oh.
recasting it.
you take 4 points of slashing damage as the tendril whips across you,
Wait.
tearing into your flesh.
Okay, 12 points. For the future, we'll go over it after the game.
No,
because
4
I don't-
points. 4
Yeah,
points.
yeah. Okay, yeah. I don't think my AC is right, but for now, fuck it.
Okay. Yeah, it's 4 points of slashing damage, not 12.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. That's going to bring us to Corny, who is going to do his signature freak out and cast a firebolt.
All right.
Okay. Yeah, I'm just gonna do this. And an 18 does, in fact, hit for 5 points of fire damage as the one nearest you guys, the flames scatter across the shell, and you smell the faint smell of cooking clams or snails or whatever you want to call it.
Escargot.
Yeah, and a shelled creature is being cooked from the inside out. That's going to end Corny's turn. Isaac, you are currently being harried by a very large mollusk creature. What would you like
Perfect. Someone pull me out, and I will take a running start, and I will jump as far as I can to try to get to the other side of the river. And
so where are you? You're trying to get all the way across to the other side?
Yeah. I'm jumping as far as I can to get to the other side.
Okay. So the
Wait, you
creature's
said
gonna-
someone to pull you out then.
Yeah, that's I yelled that as I
Yeah,
was jumping.
If he falls
Oh.
in.
Oh, okay.
So where exactly are you gonna go to jump?
I am trying to reach the shallower part right there, like right in front of Wit.
Okay. Yeah, you can get a running start and reach there. The creature is going to get an attack of opportunity, obviously,
Perfect.
and it rolls a 7.
All right. As the maws are like claw at me as I jump. Hey, Wit.
As your ankles sink into the muck that is surrounding the riverbed, you feel something begin to claw at you. I'd like you to make a Constitution saving throw, please.
Constitution. That is a 6.
So that passes, right?
DC 2.
As you suffer 8 points of necrotic damage as you feel the life essence being drained from your body. It would seem that whatever is in this river is probably connected to the blight somehow, and this river is hungry.
All right, you said 8?
8 points of necrotic damage.
Necrotic. So
All right. Hey, don't go in the water.
As soon as your feet are hitting, and I see that, like, I'm doing everything that I can to like give you a hand to pull you up and try and fit both of us on this like little pillar of safety in the middle of this.
All right, Wit. Well, you can certainly try that on your turn.
Okay. Well, my turn isn't over yet. So
Okay, you still have-
unless it is.
You still have your action and bonus action.
Okay. So, but you would consider that being difficult to. How much movement would you say I have left from that wanky?
10 feet.
Okay. I don't suppose I can try to fit on this island alongside Wet.
You can certainly try, as one Lord Matthew Mercer might say.
I use it all the time.
And to him. All right. Well, is there a roll, or do I just try?
It would be. I mean, the rock is so small. I'm gonna say it would be probably a group skill check. I would say probably an acrobatics check from both of you. And the DC is going to be very high.
Okay.
Alright,
Let me get that.
Acrobatics.
Acrobatics. Sweet acrobatics, boom.
Wit manages to stay on, but Isaac, there is just no room. You're like clamoring to try to get on this stone. Your best bet is probably to just run for the next part of the river.
All right then. Then action dash. I will move through the center and hop onto shore around there.
All right.
And bonus action, mark it as my prey, and that's my turn.
All right. As you move away, you trigger the. Wait. Actually.
I was right here, and I moved around there.
Okay. Yeah, you're good.
Okay, and bonus action, mark it as my prey. That's my turn.
Okay. This one is going to slurp out of its cozy little bed there and attempt to attack Wit, who is currently precariously perched on a tiny stone in the middle of the river.
Because we've learned Wit never does anything easy.
That's a dirty 20.
Oh, it's not even a regular 20. It's a dirty 20.
And a 17.
Yeah, so that just beats my AC.
All right, so since both of those hit, some fun things happen. First of all...
Oh, good.
Woof.
Woof? Oh,
he
God,
just drops.
So first of all, you're going to take 15 points of slashing damage.
Well, no.
Then, as both of the tendrils tighten around you and restrain you, you take an additional 3 points of bludgeoning damage.
So a total of 18?
Total of 18 points of damage, and you are currently restrained in the creature's grasp.
Nice.
Oh, okay. Horrible decision. This was a very bad decision. Someone help me. Oh, God.
And that's going to bring us to Wit's turn.
Yep.
Wit, you're currently restrained.
Well,
and in a bad way.
You'd think. How does one break restraints from a mollusk thing?
I believe it's your action to do so.
Yeah,
Especially when
it's
you
gonna take
are.
it's going to take your action and an athletics check to attempt to break the grasp.
Okay, I'm gonna do it. Athletics check. Here we go, kids. Not my strong suit, but
Actually, it would be athletics or acrobatics.
oh, athletics or acrobatics.
Yeah.
You tell me this now. Okay, well, I'm gonna do acrobatics then. Now that I have that option, I can do acrobatics and try to wiggle my way out, like it's a straitjacket.
Hey!
In that
Yeah,
case-
you managed to wriggle your way out. And with that high of an acrobatics check, I'll say that you do manage to maintain your poise on your little pedestal. But this thing is
Wow.
all up ons right now. It is right up on you.
Okay.
What are you gonna do?
I'm gonna stab it in the mouth. Yep. Gonna try to stab it somewhere.
Okay.
Do you
No,
still
sure.
have an action? I'm not trying to backseat DM or anything, but you use your action to break out of it.
You used your action to break the to break the restraint. So you have your bonus action and you
I
have
have a
your
bonus
movement.
action. So my bonus action then would be I could still use. Can I still use that? Where is it? Can I still use the Master of Tactics
Yeah.
one? Yeah. Yeah. So I think what I'll do then is use that on this creature. Right. I'm going to use that on this creature so that all of the rest of my party can help me kill it. Kill it with fire.
All right. So yeah, you're continuing to draw this creature's attention, opening it up for the next attack, and that's going to bring us to Krista.
Okay, cool. Question for you. I have Quicken spell, so it says if a spell has cast time of one action, I can use it as a bonus action instead. Does that mean I can cast a second spell as an action as well?
If you're quickening a spell as a bonus action, then your action would have to be a cantrip because you can't cast two leveled spells
Gotcha.
in the same turn.
Okay, that's fine. Then I will cast Mage Armor on Wit over there.
I believe Mage Armor has a casting distance of self, if I'm not mistaken. But let me check. And I think it also stipulates that you have to.
It is touch, yeah.
Be wearing armor. Okay, yeah. So it's touch. It's not self, but you also have to not be wearing armor.
Yeah, that won't help then. Ruin my plans. I'm just kidding. Let me figure out how.
Foiled again.
All right, well then I'm just going to cast Scorching Ray on ye old clam in front of Wit.
Okay. The first attack has advantage because of Wit's Master of Tactics.
Oh, he is clearly not a master of the tactics if he is having his butt
All right.
kicked.
A 25 definitely hits.
Okay. Is that damage on there or no?
No, you're just gonna click the word Scorching Ray in the chat, and it'll roll the damage for you. All right,
That's pretty neat.
8 points of fire damage. You got 2 more, so go ahead and roll two more Scorching Ray attacks. Unfortunately, a 7
That's
will not
natural.
hit.
Natural 1.
Yeah.
A 23 for sure hits. Go ahead and roll damage for that one. 10 more fire
Cool.
damage.
10
All
more
right.
fire damage. You said kill it with fire. I will do this.
Yeah, so that's a big hit as the smell of steaming seafood begins to permeate the air even more now. But now you can smell that kind of acrid, pungent decomposition smell that is also kind of fumigating the water.
Okay, and then as a bonus action, I will use 2 sorcery points to use Firebolt on it.
Okay.
Fire, 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 fire.
Don't you just love the smell of fermented
21
sea
definitely
smells?
hits. 6 more points of fire
Another
damage.
6.
Yeah, this thing, I would say, is toasty instead of bloodied. It's
Toasty.
toasty.
You roasted that marshmallow.
Real toasty.
So that was your action and bonus action. You staying where you are?
Probably just because I don't want to be near the water at all. Gotta
Alrighty.
stay right over here.
It's gonna bring us to Estelle.
Okay. So Isaac's not looking good, right?
Isaac
Isaac's
looks better
looking-
than Wit.
Yeah, Wit looks way
Whit's not
worse.
looking good either. Everyone's
Wit
dying. Can y'all stop dying?
Broken. All broken.
Can y'all like stop? Okay, let
That's
me
why
see.
we brought a life
Actually-
cleric.
Yeah, I
Don't
know, right?
tell me how to die.
I will die my own way. Okay. Okay. I will use. Well, actually, how do the creatures look? Could I kill it in one hit? I'm
Toasty.
wondering.
Uh,
Looks toasty.
yeah, it's
Okay.
yeah,
Like
it's,
like a golden brown
It's
like
pretty-
sugar
it's pretty
cookie,
hurt,
or
but not-
like
it's pretty hurt.
okay, so not like charred.
No, not quite charred yet.
No. Okay, it's like a golden brown sugar cookie. Great. Okay, well, just to help a dude out. I will use. I haven't used Prayer of Healing yet. Nah, I don't need to do that. We don't need that.
Prayer of Healing
No, I
is a
don't need to
10-minute
do
cast
that.
time anyway.
Right.
We'll die before then. It's fine.
I know. Yeah, it's fine.
Hold on, guys. I gotta finish praying.
Yeah, hang on.
Wait, stop.
And everyone stop and wait until I'm done. You creatures too. Y'all need to chill out until I'm done. All right. Okay. I think. Oh, cure wounds. I need to be touched. Ah, man. Okay. You know what? I'm gonna have to use healing word on you because I'm not. I don't want to run over there.
Yeah, no one wants to run over there. I put myself in the worst position possible.
Yeah, I ain't going over there. Sorry, man. Healing word. Let's do. Let's see. Okay. 6 plus another 3, so that's 9 for you.
I'll take it.
Okay.
That's good.
You take it, and then I will use Toll the Dead.
Okay. Wisdom saving throw.
How come it's always
Again,
one?
ones.
Dang.
Is this
it even
possible?
rolling? It's possible. It's not.
Is it roll? Is it rolling?
It is
Okay,
rolling.
it works.
It is
Possible,
rolling.
but is it
No,
possible?
it was
It's
rolling
not
right.
probable, but it's possible.
Yeah, it was rolling right. That's 2 double ones.
Yeah, I just rolled 4 ones in a row.
All right. Well,
Fine.
it rolled a natural 1 as well, so it is going
Yeah.
to take its 1 point of damage. As for some reason, it feels a little sad, and it feels a little bit of its life drain away at
Yeah.
the thought of being buried.
And the thought of being lunch.
Right.
Mhm. He's a little disheartened by
Alright,
the idea.
This guy is going to pull itself completely out of the muck and crawl across this little islet and splash into the water and then swim over to it.
Oh God, I didn't realize they had that far.
God.
Why me? I'm gonna cry and just die, guys.
Yeah.
Why did I? It was
Bye.
nice knowing
It
you.
was nice knowing you.
Why did I aggro? I feel so bad now.
That's a 5.
Okay, good start. Good start.
Okay, okay, good.
And that's a 12.
Okay. Whew, dodged the
It
bullet.
thing
fails
these
to make
guys are
contact
slow.
with you as you stand there crying, preparing for the worst. It fails to make contact with you.
Wit in fetal position, just rocking back and forth, dodging.
They still miss.
That's going to bring us to Cornelius, who, seeing what Krista did, says, "This is my time. You stay away from my friend, you fucks!" And then,
Oh, he's using big kid words. Whoa.
and then he's
Language.
going to cast Scorching Ray at 3rd level. So that's a 22 to hit, a natural 20,
This guy's way better than I am.
a 17, and an 18.
Wow.
So that's 2d6
third level
fire
spells.
damage per one, right?
I
Remembering
believe so.
correctly? All right, so
Yeah,
that's-
2d6 fire.
All right, so that's 8. That's 8 plus 6 is 14. 24. And then double sixes for the crit.
All right.
Yeah, you watch as the flames burst forward and cook this critter alive, and one of them is dead.
Yes.
Perfect.
As Cornelius kind of looks down at his hands, still kind of warm red from the fire, from the scorching rays, he says, "Wow, I didn't know I could do that."
Don't worry, the heat goes away after a few minutes.
And that's gonna bring us to Isaac.
All right. Mark him as my prey, and then
You already,
bang.
Oh, you're gonna move?
No,
yeah,
no.
because
Yeah,
it
I marked the one that's dead.
Mhm.
So, okay. Bang.
Bang bang. 15 unfortunately does not. Well, it does hit, but again, the shell of this creature is just so incredibly thick that the bullet just kind of ping, ricochets off the exterior.
Perfect. Move there. Move there, and that's my turn.
All right. That one is dead. Wait, it's your turn.
Okay. Well then.
Oh wait, it skipped Wit. Go ahead, Wit. It's your turn.
No, it's my turn. Roll 20 said so. It's my turn.
Roll 20 said so.
Okay. So Wit is going to. Obviously, this one is barreling down. This one, is barreling down upon me with its almighty tendrils. There's got to be a soft spot underneath that large carapace, right? There's got to be some fleshy stuff there, I'm assuming.
For sure, yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna try and slash at that. As he's this close, I'm gonna try to slash at the tendrils and maybe get him to back the heck off of me right now.
All right. So what I'm gonna ask you to do is
Okay.
go ahead and make a nature check with advantage.
Okay, nature check with advantage. Don't like how this is going because nature's not my strong suit, but I'll take it.
Yeah,
There you
19
go.
for sure. Yeah, you realize that there is definitely a soft spot underneath that shell. Effectively, this is going to do is going to lower the creature's armor class for you because you have realized
Sweet.
where its weak spot is now.
Sweet.
So go ahead and roll your attacks.
We'll take it. And then I'm gonna use Hush to stab at it.
Sure.
Um,
Unfortunately, it doesn't lower it enough for it to be an 8.
okay. Nope. And I go to swipe at it, and I miss.
Yeah.
And then I think, is there a Oh, okay. As a bonus action, I would like to, maybe. No, I don't think I can do that because as a bonus action with Mastermind, I have the opportunity to do a thing called Master of Intrigue, but that would mean that there's something with Master of Intrigue where I can mimic a voice, and I was thinking about like mimicking the sound of one of these mollusks downwind of it.
I think it has a stipulation you have to listen to it uninterrupted for a minute or something like that.
For a minute or so, yeah. So I haven't heard these mollusks for a long enough time.
Hey,
So
Clem,
I'm gonna-
here's a sexy girl clam down the river.
Hey, look, there's a sexy girl clam. Go get her. So I'm gonna just brace myself for the oncoming onslaught and hopefully be able to dodge and weave. I'm looking backwards, but I'm thinking to myself, if I move, I'm gonna, take attacks as I jump off of this rock. So I'm gonna try to just stay here and hold and barrel it out.
All right. That's going to bring us to Krista.
I will, both of us at the same time are going to move.
Oh, snap. Take aggressive positions.
Yeah.
As you step into the muck at the edge of the river water, you can feel that same hunger.
All right.
Like
As you
it's just a feeling in the pit of your stomach as it's drawing on you. I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Yep. As she steps in, Krista, no! And steps in.
15.
You feel it drawing at your very core, but you manage to shake free of its effects, and you are not harmed by the river.
Okay.
Krista, stay out of the water!
Casting the spell, and I touch Wit, and like almost like it looks like actual full plate armor pops all over you, then like just fades out of existence, but it's still there. And then I'm going to back up out of this gross water because I need to.
I will save you the trouble of doing that because he's wearing armor, so the spell would have no effect on him.
Oh,
He's wearing studded leather armor, so the stipulation of the spell is that the creature can't be wearing armor of its own.
Now I'm sad. Okay, well, trying to give you health, man. Or
I appreciate that. Respect.
I will allow you would know how your own spells work. So I will allow you to retcon moving into the water if you so choose.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I'll do that later instead.
Merciful DM.
Thank you so much. Then.
Uh-oh. I think we just lost voice for you.
Yeah, she'll just cast Firebolt again then instead.
Firebolt again? Okay.
These natural ones.
With a natural one, that does not make contact with the creature. That's going to bring us to Estelle.
Okay. Well, let's see. Okay, no one's dying. That's good.
Yet.
That's what a cleric wants to see. Okay, so I think she'll move forward a little bit. And let's see. Maybe she'll try another Toll the Dead, and we'll maybe roll higher than a 1. I think that would be really nice. Oh, huzzah. Higher than a 1.
Yes.
Yes. So that would be a 6 then, because it's already lost health, right?
Well, if
it hit.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't
yeah.
I don't think she hit.
Yeah, it's been hit.
Oh, it's been hit.
Yeah.
Oh, cool. Nice.
That's a 3. So it's going to take 6 points of necrotic damage as the
Nice.
life is sapped from it.
Yeah.
That terrible dirge. That's going to bring us to the creator.
Oh no, the creator. Well, brace
Not the
yourself,
creator.
kid.
That's a 19 to hit
Oh jeez.
and another 19 to hit.
Oh man.
So 6, 6, 8. That's 20 points of damage.
Well, I'm down then.
As Wit falls unconscious in the grasp of this creature's tendrils. That's going to bring us to Cornelius, who is shaken but unsure of himself. He's going to just lob a firebolt at it.
Are you copying me? Is that what's happening here?
Is that what happened? No, I swear. He just flicks the firebolt at the creature, which does make contact and deals 5 points of fire damage. Isaac, it is your turn. Wit has fallen unconscious in the creature's grasp.
All right, perfect. Not perfect. Hunter's mark. Pew pew. Come on.
All right. Kill it so I can save him.
14 unfortunately does not penetrate the creature's shell.
All right. That's my turn.
Wit, please make a death saving throw.
Oh gosh.
Okay, death saving throw time. Hold on one
Yeah.
second. Let me find that
All
character
right.
sheet, find where it's at.
All right, don't.
I just had to hit death save, right?
That's a fail.
one
Oh
failure.
gosh. Don't roll a 1.
Oh, lovely. Gonna die.
That's going to bring us to Krista.
Oh goodness.
Back to me. I have nothing for healing because why would a sorcerer have anything for healing?
Don't worry, I got it.
Keep lighting it on fire.
Yeah, like that.
Burn it.
Yes, light the torch with me in its grasp. That sounds like a good idea.
Yeah, right. Let's just burn Wit alive, you know? This seems like a good way to-
good. And
Yeah.
I want to go out anyways.
Yeah, exactly. You
I
know,
want
at
to
least go out in a burst of flames.
Using another quicken
You
spell,
know?
I'm going to cast another fire bolt as a bonus action and throw my dagger at the same time. So basically, like a dagger on fire hitting.
Okay. Yeah, go for it. I dig it. I'm gonna give you DM inspiration for that.
All right.
Ooh.
What?
So
I do for
you
that?
can- So you get to reroll. You get to reroll. You get to reroll once. It's basically like one point of luck.
Cool. So
In
fireball was
fact, actually, I think I forgot to do this during our last session. Because we're best friends with the guys over at Dungeons and Decibels, everybody has DM inspiration.
Oh.
Very cool.
Ooh.
I like that. That's cool.
Yeah, right.
I think the 12 was for firebolt, so I don't think that hits. But I'm going to throw the dagger as well.
Okay.
Only a 14. Rest in peace,
Right.
dagger.
You do have the option with your DM inspiration to reroll if you like. One of those.
I think I'll just at least do the firebolt.
Okay. With a 10.
Not better.
unfortunately.
Not better.
Not better.
Okay.
All right.
There's my turn.
With a valiant attempt at trying to stop this creature from doing whatever it's trying to do with wit. You toss your dagger and firebolt at the same time. The dagger is engulfed in the flames, but unfortunately, because of science things, the fire throws the dagger off trajectory because science things.
Because science things, of course.
Yeah,
Because
of course.
science-
I should have known.
Yeah.
Thermodynamics and
No,
stuff.
we only work in magic here in this world, okay? We don't have science here.
Estelle, it's your turn.
You know, what is this science BS? Psh. Let's see. Okay. So should I try to kill the creature, or I think I need to just try to save Wit because
don't know anymore.
The
don't
constant
know.
quandary of a cleric. Do I
Yeah.
kill the creature or do I save my friend?
I don't know. What's more important to me? Let's see. Okay. You know what? Fine. I'll use healing word, okay, so that you don't drop dead by rolling a 1.
No, it's fine. Don't worry about it. I got it. I got two more saves. It's fine.
If you roll a 1, you're dead.
That is very bad. Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm sure
'cause
you know
A
that.
1 is a
If he
double
attacks you, you're
failure.
dead.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Also
yeah.
got 2 attacks.
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
And any melee attack within 5 feet is automatically 2 death saves.
Oh no. Okay.
Yeah. So like I probably should heal you now because you're rolling.
Yep.
I don't know, especially since the creature's next.
Yeah. I mean, it's up to
Yeah.
you. Do what you gotta do.
Yeah, you know,
Do what you gotta
whatever
do.
sounds right. Okay.
Whatever sounds good to you.
Yeah, whatever sounds good. All right, let's go. Okay, another 9. You wake up only for you to just re-die again.
I live long enough to see me die.
Okay, well, that's gonna bring us to the creature. It's not smart. So, believing Wit to be dead, it drops Wit in the water.
Yeah! Oh wait, it's necromantic water. Fuck!
As Wit feels the pull of this hungry river. I need you to make a Constitution saving throw, Wit.
Let's hope my Constitution saving throw is worth it. Please tell me that.
And then Brina comes running from the woods.
Running from the woods to save her friend. I got an 8. Yay, horrible.
You're going to take
Just
4
what we
points of necrotic damage as you feel the life essence being drawn from your body.
Nice.
All right.
But you are still alive as this creature shambles forward, having just enough movement to reach Krista.
Oh, hi.
Oh, hi, Mark.
Oh, hi, Mark.
What's going on?
Hi.
Oh, hi, Clam.
That's a 7. That's not going to hit. That is a natural 20.
Yeah, that'll hit. It hits my AC, actually, believe it or not.
Yeah, I know. I'm
That
surprised.
hits everyone's AC.
That is...
Yeah. 20. Oh, that's just barely
17 points of slashing damage as the
enough. Ooh.
tendril whips across your chest. That's going to bring us to Corny, who is at a loss for words, believing Wit to be dead. He's just going to blast it with a firebolt.
He's just gonna sit there and cry.
15 just glances off of its shell. Isaac.
Okay. I'm gonna evoke my Crimson Right.
Okay. So why don't you describe for us what that looks like?
All right. As he misses, fires, misses, and on this shot, his arm that he fires with reaches forward, and where you saw the blight before, the puffy black veins, the veins kind of come out, but not quite, as a luminescent light kind of starts crawling up his body, across the side of his face, and the gun that he's holding starts to spark with a blue electric pulse. And pew pew.
Pew pew.
And not one, of course.
The barrel of his revolver explodes with electricity as the sparks of current kind of connect with the barrel of the gun and are being drawn along by the projectile that's fired from it. Only for it to not even impact the creature. The bullet just kind of sails off into the distance, and you see a slight explosion of electricity in the distance.
Nice.
What the hell was that?
What the hell was that?
What the hell is that?
What the hell was that? That's going to bring us to Wit. At the start of your turn, I need you to make another Constitution saving throw as you are still in this necrotic river.
No!
Y'all need to get out.
No.
Why
I'm
are you
gonna move, okay? I'm gonna move.
Why are y'all swimming in there? Get out.
I thought I was gonna take the bath today, and
Your skin's gonna get pruny.
You already bathed in the trough. What is the problem?
There we go.
You do manage to stave off the effects of this hungry river.
Oh,
Good. Then I'm gonna slowly inch my way in my movement to get out of the river, and then odd thing. I'm not gonna attack it. I'm actually gonna pretend to still be dead and
Play dead.
feign death as if I'm getting washed
I'm going
up
to
by
say
the
that
river.
your action will be a hide. You're going to take the
That's fine.
the hide action. So go ahead and make me
Yeah.
a stealth check.
Stealth check. Okay, perfect. I would
Hide
like to pretend to be a dead
performance
body
check.
so that it doesn't. Okay, so that it doesn't attack me again. I only have 4 health. I can't risk taking any more attack situations. So stealth check, right?
This is to avoid. Okay, That was to avoid the attack of opportunity that was coming for you as you moved out of its space.
Oh, okay, good. So that was horrible.
So yeah, it lashes out at you for a 12.
And he misses. Good.
Actually, no, it has advantage because you're prone.
Oh, shit.
And so you re-die.
That's a 17.
No!
Of course, so he re-passes out. At least he's on the beach.
At least he's
now.
on the beach now.
Yeah.
It doesn't really matter what it rolled. It rolled max damage though. So
No.
but you're unconscious either way. It wouldn't have done enough damage to kill you outright.
Okay.
This is the second time
So much.
I've had to revive you, and I'm gonna have to revive you again for the third time.
I owe you so much. Never mind. I don't need to get
Just
paid.
move one place.
Yeah,
down.
I'm like, you're asking me to pay you. You need to
don't-
pay me.
Krista, it's your
I
turn.
never said I was a good bodyguard. Okay, I never said I was a good bodyguard.
This is why I didn't hire you.
I just came along for the ride.
It's Krista's
Alright.
turn.
Krista will take the dodge action and proceed to move away from this clam who whipped her right into her place.
All right. Since it used its reaction already, it cannot attack you anyway. So Estelle. You did move away. Okay. Estelle, it is your turn.
Okay, so how's this creature looking?
It looks hurt, but not like it's dying.
Man,
The life of a life. It's the life of the life cleric.
yeah, I'm just like, do I help this dude that's dying?
They're keeping him alive.
Or do I just kill the creature? It's this decisions I have to make every 6 seconds. Every 6 seconds, I have to deal with this dilemma.
And live. Just kill the creature. I will try and live. Kill it.
Oh, I don't have guiding bolt prepared. Dang it.
The one time.
Yeah. The one time I don't have guiding bolt. Well, I guess I'll use another healing word. You are literally burning my spell slots. Burning them.
I'm sorry.
I'm gonna have 0 left.
No, I care a lot.
That's so mom. I'm gonna have 0 left. I'm so-
Okay.
You need.
There
to
you go.
stop
You have
dying.
8 more. Stop dying.
Thank you so much. You're the
Stab
best.
it.
You're so good. Thank you. Thank you for keeping me alive. Okay. I live.
Okay. Well, that's I mean,
That's that.
I feel like I could cast Shield of Faith, but then I would be out of spell slots.
Then don't.
Well,
Yeah.
you already cast a first level spell, so you can only cast a cantrip.
No. Next turn. Well, I guess whatever. Anyway, I could use Toll the Dead. I'm gonna do that. Okay. Okay, still not amazing, but 4. Every little bit counts. Every little bit counts. Initiative. And then a third one pops out of the water and joins the battle.
Oh snap!
Oh,
Just
snap.
when we thought that the TPK couldn't get any worse.
I know.
Not TPK.
PPK.
The-
You mean
the-
a 1 PK.
WPK.
It fails.
Yeah,
it fails its
okay.
save and takes 4 points of necrotic damage.
Okay.
As Brina comes bursting through the tree line and says, "Hey, you jerk! Quit messing with my friend, okay?" And runs up and
Brina?
From here, she's not in the water, and she can reach the thing. She's going to. Let's see. What does she have? She has daggers now.
She has a boomerang.
No, she has daggers now.
Okay.
Cool.
I know, right? She's doing so good. She's going to use her action to make an attack at the thing. That hits. Slashes at its tendrils. She's going to use her new blade flourish to... hang on. I gotta see what her blade flourishes do.
I believe it flourishes a blade.
It does, in fact, flourish a blade. That is
Really? Wow.
Hard to believe, I know.
She's going to use a defensive flourish and roll her bardic inspiration die, which is a d6. So that adds an additional 3 points of damage to it and increases her armor class by 3.
That's really cool.
What? Oh,
that is one of the
is
coolest
that what
things.
happens to the Valor Bard inspiration? Dang.
Yeah, and then she's going to use her bonus action to slash at it again with her dagger, also hitting.
Man.
Man.
Brina sweeping
Jess, you're doing
in
real
like
good.
a hero.
Slashing through both the tendrils with one fluid motion as she spins around and does that that's hero stance with like the 2 daggers to the side and kind of winks at you guys.
I'm so proud right now.
Brina just
Cry.
Daewix Brina like saves the day.
And the creature is looking bloodied. It is, however, going to attack Brina now. See, that's the other side of that coin. However, because of her blade flourish, that one is going to miss. And that one also misses. And
That
she's
plus
just
3.
parrying blows from the attacking tendrils now. Cornelius firing a firebolt. Yes, that's redundant, I know. Makes contact for 6 fire damage. Come on, we've almost got it now! He shouts out as it's Isaac's turn.
Is it?
It is Isaac's turn, yeah.
That seems wrong, but okay. Sure. Bang.
Okay,
Bang.
are you going to invoke your right again?
The right stays.
Does it with projectiles?
You invoke. Okay, yeah. Okay. The invoke is while using attacks from this weapon, you deal an additional 1d4 damage.
Right, but I feel like there was a stipulation with projectiles. I might be wrong. Go ahead. We'll look it up later. Go ahead. You're good. You're good.
Okay,
Go ahead.
great.
You got it.
Natural 20.
Yes. Okay, so you have it marked. You have it marked as prey. You have it hunter's mark, and you have your right on it.
All of those dice. Holy shit.
Go ahead and roll them, and let's see. But I'm pretty sure you got it.
Okay, so that's
14. Okay.
Okay. Crimson right. Crimson right again.
Okay.
Slayer's Prey.
That's
All right.
20. Yeah, paint me a picture.
And then he uses Hyper Beam on the creature. Just Kamehameha, just...
With surprise. And just like to point out, I think I have gotten every finishing blow thus far, which is weird.
Something
Yes.
about Isaac is like
It's just like, okay, I gotta finish this fight, you guys.
Yeah.
he's straight up Piccolo from Dragon Ball Z. It's like I'm gonna get the crap beat out of me every time, but then just special beam cannon right at the end. and blow
Exactly.
people apart.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, yeah, and then I just look at, like, after firing that lightning, I look at the gun the first time in surprise, and then look at my arms, and then look back at the creature, line it up, and then just focus and fire sparks from the gun. And this time, as opposed to a double impact force, lightning just encases the thing and just like shocks it until it starts almost melting.
Yeah. It's real bad. The smell of just rotting, decaying stuff in the river it's palpable. It's overwhelming the senses, but the creature is in fact dead,
All right.
and everyone
Bonus-
has survived.
Yeah. Bonus action. Hunter's Mark, Krista.
What?
You're a shooter too?
more distrust from.
He's just on it. Like I'ma kill everything now.
Yeah, right.
So much power. You're all mine.
Maybe we shouldn't have had him drink that blood and then.
Yeah, maybe that wasn't such a good idea, you guys.
This is not as bad as a hex. I've been through that before.
Yeah. So, I don't know how do you feel it if you're Hunter's marked?
I don't think so.
Yeah.
No.
I think it just happens.
Yeah.
It's just that feeling you get when someone's staring at you. You know, you get that feeling, but I don't think you get anything else.
And that's gonna bring us out of initiative order.
Perfect. Brina,
Wow.
what was that?
I don't know. I've been practicing or something.
Well done.
Can I get up now? Are they
Oh,
dead?
Of
Oh, I
course.
thought you were dead.
Oh.
I was just trying to do something real cool.
I.
Gun back in the holster, and as I let go of the gun, the glow just that climbs down from my face and goes straight to my hand, but the glow is now gone.
I figured it was best to, play dead. Make it think that I wasn't alive.
Well, you did a real good job of it. I was convinced.
I know, right? That's really good.
All right.
I didn't know you could do that. How long you been practicing that stuff? Ugh.
Well, you're not around me all the time. I can have secrets too.
I know. I'm not saying. Here, help me up. Oh, God.
Here, let me heal
We all-
all of you.
Yeah. I reach my hand down and help pick you up.
Okay. He goes over to Brina and actually gives her kind of like that half hug. He doesn't have enough energy in his ribs to give her like that full bear hug, but he's like, you did a good job. Thanks for coming out of, where the hell did you go?
Oh, I saw a thing.
Like always.
That sounds so
That's
like
seems like you.
Yeah.
Okay, it
Of
was a
course.
dog. Okay, I was
Hey!
chasing a dog. It happens. Okay.
Regularly. But hey, you came when I needed you, and I'm thankful for that. So, yeah.
Can I
Enough
inspect the
sappiness.
river?
What'd you say?
Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt, but can I inspect the river?
Sure. Yeah. You can go ahead and make an Arcana check or investigation check. Your choice.
I think Estelle's also gonna do her channel divinity, preserve life, to heal everybody up, because everyone's like pretty low.
Except for Corny, who's back in the back doing, firebolt.
Okay, so trying to
Double out.
remember what preserve life does. Okay, here we go.
Yeah, I
As an
typed
action,
it down.
Present your holy symbol, evoke healing energy that can restore a number of hit points equal to 5 times your cleric level. So that
would be 20.
Choose any creatures within 30 feet of you and divide those hit points among them, so you can heal them up to half of
20
their
points.
maximum.
Right,
With
which
a
I
pool
think
of 20.
Wit, Isaac, and Krista are all below half. So that's why
that's
I'm gonna
like-
pick those 3.
Yeah, I'm
Krista,
finally
Krista is
four.
four away from half.
I am for, yeah, I can do the math. So basically
Right.
I restore half my hit points, basically.
No, you
No.
can get up
No,
to
no, no.
up to half. So
You can get up
Isaac
to
heals
half.
one. Isaac heals 1 hit point.
Oh, I can get up.
Uh,
Oh, I see.
Yeah, Wit heals 6 hit
No,
points.
no, no, not up to half. It's up to their half and maximum.
This feature can,
So if
can
they-
restore a creature to no more than half of its hit point maximum. So they can't have more than they can't. it heals them until they have half their maximum hit points, and then it stops.
Yeah, okay. I understand.
It doesn't heal them
But-
for their hit point maximum. It heals them up to their half of their hit point
I
maximum.
think it's a
No,
weird, really
no.
dodgy thing.
I think the wording is meant to mean that, like, if you have 20 hit points, you can't restore more than 10.
All right. Well, we
That's the way
won't
that sounds to
we
me.
won't argue semantics.
Yeah. Okay.
So we'll treat it
Well-
however you want to. You have a pool of 20 hit points. Heal them however you wish.
Okay. I'm gonna give Wit 7, Isaac 7, and Krista 6.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now I'm up to 15. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
It was a 18 for investigation.
So with your 18, as you kind of kneel down and look at this strange, languid water that is just lazily drifting by, you notice something. You notice something familiar about this water. It looks very familiar. It looks almost like malice. Like the water is infected with malice. It looks like that, but instead of that burning rage that you recognize from malice, again, it's just this constant hunger. Like as you look closer, it almost feels like the water has a million hungry mouths in it.
This is possibly worse than I feared. This is not good. Not good at all.
I walk up behind you.
Find something?
It doesn't seem like the same thing. But it's very hard to put my finger on. We're still searching, and I'm trying to find answers for this. Whereas it's a rage where I'm from, and this over here seems more like hunger, like something that needs sustenance and never being able to be full.
Are there
wary.
perhaps different kinds of blight, different versions of the blight?
Well, as far as we found, there seems to be something pressing in between the planes, the Feywild and the material plane. It's just something forcing its way through. Maybe it has different outbursts here and there.
Huh. Interesting. Well, either way, I've given it some thought, and this river siphoning the life out of me has made me come up with an answer. And I reach back into my pocket and I hand you a little pouch. And this pouch appears to have miscellaneous herbs and spices and some other things. It's not a cure, but it's what's left from what I gathered when I was treating myself when I was coming to Rum. Maybe, I don't know, it'd give whoever your friend is a little more time.
This is very kind of you. Maybe we can talk to him. Maybe, give me 2 seconds. I need to find something.
Sure.
Yeah, and there isn't a lot, but like, there seems like, yeah, use everything in there.
I have an alchemical friend named Vash, but he might be able to use something with this. This is very, very helpful. Thank you so much.
Yeah, no problem. Just use the ratios. I think they should be intact, but again, it's the remnants after heavy use, but I figured it's better than nothing.
Absolutely. This is a very wonderful start. This healed you completely, or you still have these feelings? or-
It's a treatment. It's not a cure. It helps slow the process.
Very, very interesting. Thank you so much for this. So where do we go from here? Do we press on? Dude, very impressive, by the way. I'm very impressed with all of you.
Ah, shucks, it was nothing.
So am I. Well done, all of you. That was very impressive.
Kai, you got very quiet all of a sudden. I think you're.
I wasn't sure if
yeah,
that was
yeah.
true or not.
Yeah, I'm very impressed with all of you. That was extremely well done.
Well,
Wit, are you okay? You seem to take a few hits there.
I'll be fine. I was not a smart decision. But now that they're dead, they're dead, right?
Who's hungry?
We can cross the river. No, since they're dead. I mean,
If people want to feel an immense amount of discomfort and pain, we could try. But honestly, I'm more partial to following this river until we find something or a narrower part of the river so we can jump across, or maybe a crossing. I'm not sure. And I take out the map. Does it look like there's a crossing to this bridge anywhere near us?
What about maybe we can chop down a tree and lay it across somehow?
And move the
That
tree
could
how?
work.
yeah.
Well, I mean, there's 5 of us here, 6 of us here.
I'm game for anything that doesn't kill me at this point.
All right. I suppose look for a tree.
There's plenty of them around you.
All right.
They all seem to have the same appearance, though. The ones near this river, their trunks, all of their trunks are black and kind of, they have the same appearance of like an emaciated person that an emaciated humanoid would have. They look gaunt and weak. So it would certainly be easy to chop one down.
Okay. Let's try this. And I suppose we do that.
Okay. Yeah, you
I
guys
mean, I could use like some firebolt to speed it up if we wanted.
Yeah. You guys aren't under any pressure, so effectively this would be like taking a 20 on a roll. You guys take a little bit of time, do it the right way, and manage to get yourself a sizable tree trunk that spans across both, it spans across one length of the river to that little island, and then you can kind of maneuver it so that you can get across the rest of the way. And you manage to cross the river. It's another day and a half so travel, so you guys have time to make camp and heal up.
Okay. So we're all
I like
not
health.
on the brink of death.
Yes, you guys.
Yeah.
You guys have a long rest. You guys
Cool.
managed to have a
Sweet.
long rest.
So, okay, so I looked up the exact rules for preserve life, and it does seem that it does mean that you cannot restore above half.
Okay.
So,
we'll keep that in mind for next time.
for
just
next
didn't
time.
wanna
I wasn't
overlook it.
100% sure because I thought it meant, oh, you can heal up to half of their HP, but it means no, to half.
Yeah.
What level is that spell?
It's not a spell, it's a,
your, channel divinity.
It's
Oh,
a
channel divinity,
channel
gotcha.
divinity.
Well,
Yeah. And I
continue
guess it's
along
worded that
the
way
path.
because it's designed to help the like truly dying people, not
Right.
to top them off, you know?
Right. So yeah, you guys have another day and a half traveled to get to where you're planning on meeting up with Walking on Sunshine.
Mm-hmm.
So you guys make camp at the end of this day, and you have some time to kind of talk with each other as you're all taking various watches. If anybody has anything they'd like to discuss.
Kind of hard to talk to Brainy when she's not here.
Well,
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's
It's
probably
a little awkward. Yeah.
That's fair.
Yeah. Well, I guess, I mean, it's probably been a few days, and the
Yeah.
further that Estelle gets from the capital, the more she remembers. Oh, shoot. I went to
Do
the
you say-
capital for a reason, and
Do you say that out loud?
No, it's just, she's just really, like, deep in thought lately.
Hmm. All right. Isaac is taking apart his revolver, putting it back together, cleaning it and looking at the effects of what just happened, and very much so focused on that.
What is this device that you are using? I am not familiar, which is very strange for someone like me. What is this? Where did you learn this?
Oh, this thing right here. Spin the barrel with my thumbs, slap it in place. This is, it's called a revolver. It's a scientific construction that fires a high-speed projectile using controlled combustion.
Are you not familiar with magic that could do this as well? I mean, I'm not trying to doubt your ability, but I saw you transform as well. I'm very curious.
That was the first time that has ever happened to me, my friend.
That is horrifying. Great.
I don't know what that was, but whatever it was seems to be attached to my gun, maybe? I don't know.
Does it have anything to do with your eyes?
No. When I cast it, it felt like my blood was rushing from all parts of me and just channeled into the gun handle, but I wasn't bleeding. And around that same time, my arm started to pulse. And then when I fired, and you saw what happened.
It was definitely impressive, I'll say that.
Yeah, and then when I dropped the gun in my holster, it all went away.
Did this seem familiar to that blight you had experienced before, or something very different?
No, this is nothing like I've seen, I don't think. Maybe I've read about something. I don't know.
Well, taking words from Maria, I would suggest meditation. Always a good time.
That's something that you and me both agree on. And that's kind of, in a way, that's what this is. I've taken apart and put together this thing so many times that I guess you could call it my meditation.
Usually I don't associate loud noises with meditation, but to each their own.
There is no loud noise. Look, and then I guess we take a few minutes to go over me taking it apart and putting it back together with one arm, so it takes a little while. I show him the workings of the gun, and yeah.
She sits very intrigued the entire time.
Good job, Isaac, potentially introducing future technology to a time traveler. It's all good.
I mean, I don't know. I don't know what's happening. She just kind of showed up.
That is correct.
Hey, see this item that could potentially cause massive damage? I'm going to show it to you so you can take it back to your time period and maybe make it later.
I don't know. I don't know. I'm just, yeah.
That's all good.
All right. So as this exchange is going on between Isaac and Krista, eventually sleep takes all of you. And as you're sleeping, Wit.
Mm-hmm.
You feel a familiar presence in the back of your mind as the voice of your adoptive mother creeps into your head. Wit, my darling, what in blazes are you doing with these people?
Hi, Mom. Look, it was a job, okay? Like always, it started as a job, and it just means that the contract has continued onward. Why do you ask?
No reason. I just hope you're not going soft on me, that's all.
I'm trying not to, Mom. I can't help but admit that these people have saved my life on numerous occasions. So I feel like I owe them at least something.
I don't know. I feel like you wouldn't have been in those situations had you not been with these people in the first place.
Well, what were you expecting me to do? Huh? Die? Would you have come and saved me, Mom?
Wait, you know that you are one of my favorites. And that's saying something. I have millions of children.
Yeah, you remind me of that all the time. I'm glad I'm one of your favorites, though. And I'd like to stick that way. But know that, look, you're not always here. I have to make a living somehow, and I am. And look, if you look across the way, there's a woman here. She's got some significant pull, from what I hear, in high places. And the short one, the one with the fire in his hands, that one's got gold for days. So, I mean, long-term goals here, Mom. We're looking at some significant payout if I keep it going for a while. What do you need from me, though?
Just keep being yourself, my dear. And you feel a hand gently caress your cheek. The hand is tipped in razor-sharp claws that just kiss your cheek. They don't scratch. You just feel the edges grazing your cheek.
Yeah, it's like that estranged moment where he's like, oh man, this... You can see him like kind of wince at the idea of her hand like going toward his cheek, but at the same time, it's like familiar enough to where he's like, I missed the fact that you were here. You know, he's like, I've been alone for a long time and you don't show up unless you absolutely have to. So why are you here? And he'll like look or listen, you know, respond to her. You didn't tell me why you're here.
In due time, dear. In due time.
Hey, while we're talking, Shade showed up again. Caused a whole lot of problems for me. Could you tell your other child to not interfere in my affairs next time?
I will try, but Shade has always had, well, a streak of my own. She can't be held down too long. You know that.
Yeah, unfortunately I do. So, I guess we'll see in, what'd you say, due time?
Now you're getting it. Ta-ta for now, dear.
He just disgruntledly, nods his head and closes his eyes again. Knowing that hand, that gentle graze, while its meaning is good, could also mean bad things for him in the future. He nods and kind of tries to lull himself back to sleep, but that doesn't happen, and so he kind of just sits up, looking at the top of his tent throughout the night.
And eventually you all come to consciousness the next morning and proceed out on the final leg of your journey to the meeting place. As you come through a dense thicket of trees, you are greeted by an empty Wild Warden campsite. The fire has burnt down to cinders, and there doesn't appear to be anyone present.
I've seen this before. Hello? We mean you no harm. Come out.
Are you sure there's someone here?
There's no
It
response.
looks-
What has happened here? Was there an attack?
There doesn't appear to be any signs of a struggle.
Yeah. Seeing how there's no signs of a struggle, I thought that they just surrounded us. Hello? Again, we mean no harm. We've come to help.
With picking.
Help!
Oh, hey,
Oh,
Isaac. How convenient. Look at that.
All right, we go toward that sound.
You find walking on sunshine, leaning up against a tree. It appears that his abdomen has been torn open,
Oh,
and there. I mean, you're not a doctor, but you feel like there should be more stuff in there.
oh.
Estelle's gonna immediately run over and try to cast healing because that's not good. That doesn't look good. No,
I'm not a doctor, but
I'm not a doctor, but it doesn't look good. So she's gonna run over and
Well, actually,
immediately.
I guess Estelle would be the closest thing there is to a doctor. Actually,
Yeah, she has
Yeah,
some
I
minor
guess-
medical training, but she
Yeah.
usually just kind of pumps out healing spells. So
And actually, Isaac is a little bit of a doctor, so scratch that.
All right, so
Oh.
you run over and
Well.
place your hands on his wounds.
yeah, and she's
you-
gonna use cure wounds.
All right.
Okay.
Can I look at the damage and see what seems like to make it like a creature, a person?
Sure, you can make a nature check.
That's a 14.
Okay.
That's an.
It looks
Seven.
like whatever did this was a humanoid with its bare hands.
Estelle, can you save him?
I'm trying.
He begins to cough up blood as you realize that the blood is thick and black, much
And
like
the
the
answer-
river.
is this like that blight you were speaking of?
You hear the
I'm-
snap of a branch in the distance.
Quick draw turn.
As you count them, 10, 20, 30, 40 creatures begin shambling out of the brush. And that's
Okay.
where we're going to end tonight's session.
Okay.
All
No,
right.
please. No, thank you.
No. Oh, what's the party today? Oh no, guys. You guys are early. You guys are.
I
you're
have a
a little
thing.
early. Yeah, I thought it was tomorrow. We're gonna have to reschedule. I'm sorry.
All right. Well, awesome, Casey. Thank you so much for coming.
Thank you guys for having me. I hope I
That
didn't
was-
embarrass myself too much.
No,
Yeah,
that was
that was
awesome.
No, you
Awesome.
did great.
Yeah.
Thanks, guys. I appreciate the invitation. We'll have to reciprocate soon.
Yeah. Do you wanna tell
Yeah.
people where to find you?
Oh, I get to plug now? Am I
Yeah.
plugging?
Go
Yeah.
plug.
Plugging things
Yeah.
happening? You
You're
can check us out at twitch.tv/DnDB. We have a Twitter somewhere. We have a YouTube
Somewhere.
some of the stuff. Check it out.
exists.
It's all under DnDB. You can check it out. Dungeons and Decibels. We play D&D and we're really loud. And we have a bird, so it's really loud too.
All right.
Hence the decibels.
Woo.
Well, thanks for having me, guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you again for joining us, and we'll talk soon about potential future plans. But for now, the usual end of episode gobbledygook. Thank you guys all for joining us. We always have a blast playing. I'm at a loss for words. We have a fun time playing for you guys and letting you enjoy our madness. You can find us on the Twitters.
Wow.
And you can find us on YouTube. Subscribe there.
Link in the description down below.
Yeah, I'm sharing the links in here in chat.
Oh, yeah.
We've also got a Discord channel. If you guys are interested in keeping up to date on this show or my homebrew show that I do on Tuesday nights, Brewcraft, where I sit and drink theme appropriate beers and we homebrew stuff. I think last episode we did magic items. We made a couple of cool, fun magic items. We also just started a text RP, a couple of text RP channels in our Discord server. So if you're into that, you want to do some text RP in your free time, we just started dipping our toes into that too. So we've got a cool little community going on that we're starting to build there. So feel free to come and join us. Yeah, I think that's it for the usual end of episode gobbledygook. So
Yeah.
as always, we'll see you next time. Don't be late, but if you are, bring a hall pass.
Bye bye.